UFC Fight Night Royval versus Taira has just taken place, and this is my quick recap of the card. So there was 12 fights in total, 5 stoppages on the card. Let's start off with the main event, Brandon Royval, Tatsuro Taira. I picked Brandon Royval to win this fight. I thought he had just been in there with basically all the elite guys in the flyweight division. He had a lot more experience than what Tatsuro Taira has at the elite level. Plus, I think Brandon Royval is just hitting his prime at 32 years of age. He's coming off a big win over Moreno. Those are my reasonings for picking him. Tatsuro Taira, though, he was the favourite going into this matchup. When I made my TikTok saying I was picking Royval to win, I was being called, oh, you're just trying to be different, etc., blah, blah, blah. I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so. But in reality, this was a really, really close fight. Now, round 1, I scored for Brandon Royval. It was clear as soon as the fight started that Royval was going to have the advantage on the feet. He was a lot quicker than what Tatsuro Taira was. And he was just letting his combinations go. Tatsuro Taira was having a hard time, especially on the feet, trying to time Brandon Royval to land any sort of big shots. Because Tatsuro Taira wasn't really letting his hands go throwing combinations. It was more singular shots that the guy was throwing. He did land a big right hand though in round 1, but Brandon Royval just done the better work on the feet in my opinion. Then we go into round 2. Tatsuro Taira might have the best back control in the UFC. I'm not even joking. Like, when this guy gets on your back, the fucker sticks to you like glue. You cannot get him off. When he gets onto your back and gets that body triangle, the round is over. You're not getting up. This guy is just, well, Brandon Royval did get up near the end of the round, but Tatsuro Taira just stayed on his back the entirety of the round, and how fluid he moves from being on the back to then being in the mount to then being onto the back again, and the shots that he lands, and he's constantly threatening the rear naked choke. Tatsuro Taira, that was a clear round for him in my opinion. So going into the third, I had a 2-2. Round number 3, I did score for Brandon Royval. I'm trying to think of what really happened in that round. Let me see. I think that was the... Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, that would have been a round where Brandon Royval was landing the knees, etc. And looked like he had hurt Tatsuro Taira at points in that round. Taira was... It looked like he was slowing down after round 2, but when we got into the championship rounds, it looked like Tatsuro Taira had picked it up again a bit. But round 3, I did score for Brandon Royval. Round 4, again, Tatsuro Taira. Once he got a hold of Brandon Royval and got his way round to his back, the round was essentially over. Brandon Royval couldn't really do much. Tatsuro Taira done a great job of getting to his back and just holding him there, working him with shots, really looking to get that rear naked choke. And at points it was nearly locked in. Tatsuro Taira is deadly on the back. Like, I think he's going to be a real problem for a lot of guys at flyweight. I do feel like there is a lot of stuff he can work on, especially in the striking department. The guy's striking defense is pretty much non-existent in my opinion. And he seems slow to react. Now, I don't know if whether Brandon Royval has just got really quick hands. I mean, these guys are flyweights, but Tatsuro Taira really didn't move his head at all. And when Brandon Royval let his hands go, he let his hands go and pinged the head of Tatsuro Taira. But yeah, nonetheless, round 4 I give to Tatsuro Taira. No, sorry. Yeah, round 4, Tatsuro Taira. Round 5, Brandon Royval went in there and it was more of the same. It was on the feet that round. He started to land better combinations, better strikes on Tatsuro Taira. He also even got a takedown on Tatsuro Taira in the 5th round. So I had a 3-2. Now, this was an extremely close fight, but clearly a 3-2 win to Royval in my opinion. Like, it was really competitive. It wasn't like Royval just whitewashed the guy, just completely destroyed him. It was close, but I did have a 3-2. How the fuck one judge give that to Tatsuro Taira? Like, what are you watching to give him that round? To give him the win? What are you watching? Someone needs to tell me, because I don't see how you can give him more than 2 rounds. What fight are these judges watching? It's insane. Brandon Royval got the split decision win. What's next for him? I don't know, because we've seen Pantoja versus Asa Akura get announced. So does Brandon Royval sit out? I mean, that fight is taking place at 310. Or does he fight Kai Kara-France? Who knows what's going to be next for Brandon Royval. Tatsuro Taira, though, I think this guy will be champion one day. The guy's extremely young. He's only 24 years of age. He will learn a lot from this loss. A lot. and I think he'll come back even better. I'm looking forward to seeing him return. I definitely do believe this guy will be champion. Another great flyweight fight. A lot of people shit on the flyweight division. Yes, there's no personality really in the division, but the fights always deliver. They're always high level. Brad Tavares lost. I did not expect that, to be honest. I really did not expect that. He had a good first round, but lost the second and third. Grant Dawson, he is back. He got the finish in the second round over Garcia. Had a pretty fun moment on the mic as well, shouting out his girlfriend or his wife. Can't really remember what she was to him, to be honest. Do we do Grant Dawson, Ben Wesley, and Denise next? I don't know. That's a possible matchup. Daniel Rodriguez versus Alex Morono. I did not expect this to go to a split decision. I did not expect Morono to have so much success against Daniel Rodriguez on the feet. I thought Daniel Rodriguez would have punched Moreno pillar to post in there, but I did score that 2 rounds to 1 for Daniel Rodriguez. And overall, Themba Garimbo got another win. I think that might be 4 in a row now in the welterweight division over Nico Price. I was expecting a finish here, to be honest, but a win's a win at the end of the day. Junior Tafa, he's back. He got a KO in the second round. I don't think he's ever going to go anywhere, to be honest. I don't think this guy's ever going to get in the top 10 of the UFC heavyweight rankings. Just don't see it, to be honest. Really just don't see it. Pat Sabatini, he got a nice submission win in there. Overall, not a bad card, to be honest. Not a bad card, although the boxing delivered last night. That's what I'm going to say. The boxing really delivered. It really delivered. But so did the main event here. Let me know your opinions in the comments below. And as always, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you again in the next one.